Higher Impact, where we're inspiring your now and empowering your future. I'm your host, Teresa Hairston, and we've got a dynamic show in store for you. As we come to the final month of this year, all of us have our own perspectives of 2020. For many of us, this has been a year of shaking, shifting, challenge, and change. But we know for sure that God is still in control. No matter what we've been through or what we're currently experiencing, we know the best is yet to come. For the next 4 weeks, get set and stay tuned for a dynamic array of inspiring shows where we're sharing highlights of the year that was, as well as looking ahead with great expectation and anticipation to the new season that's to come. On this episode of Higher Impact, we'll check in with gospel recording artist Vashawn Mitchell just in time for his new Christmas release. We'll also visit with James Dixon from Houston, Texas, and travel to Atlanta, Georgia for an update from Jamal Bryant. But first, let's begin this reflection on 2020 by looking back at one of the most uplifting gospel artists of all time, the Clark sisters. In April, just as the pandemic was wreaking havoc across the nation, people were able to gather around their televisions to see the Lifetime movie premiere of the Clark sisters movie, First Ladies of Gospel. The movie set new records and inspired millions, and Higher Impact was able to talk with the musical genius behind the project, Donald Lawrence, about the movie and gospel music's future direction.
I knew the Clark sisters. I really didn't know a lot about Dr. Clark and her choirs and stuff like that. That I can't really say that was an influence of mine, but her daughters were definitely. I was obsessed with Twinkie. So, she trained her daughters. So again, she had to influence me because she trained them.
Right.
But I didn't know a lot about Dr. Clark. Ricky now, he knew a lot more about it. He met her and he really knew about it. I met her only once. It was later okay, when she was a little more sickly, but I never really was around her when she got to do a lot of what she did.
So as we deal with Black Music Month, you are, of course, outside of even the Clark sisters, one of the premier composers, songwriters, artists in this genre. And I know that as we move to this next normal, whatever that's going to be,
whatever that is, yeah.
Music, gospel music, church music, records, the industry is changing as well. What is that new normal going to be? What do you project it to be?
You know what? I really don't know. It's so, this is, it's so new for all of us. I never thought that I would live during the time of a pandemic or a plague or whatever. I do see definitely a trend of figuring out how to do virtual better. So I really think people may get to the point where they just go and film a stream of things and then kind of lease them out to people. And I kind of see it from a business perspective, really taking the time to really create great looking product that they can kind of lease out to services, lease out to concerts. Maybe there will be a lot more virtual concerts. Maybe there'll be a lot more on-demand, video on demand, where people go really film something special and people can just buy it like that versus coming out to concert. I don't think it gives us the same experience, but I think everybody wants to be safe. I don't know. I'm just waiting to see. I think it's going to be a while before we really get back to any kind of close to a normal. So I think that people, they're being smart and figuring out other ways to do it. But definitely technology is going to play a big, big part in the next wave of how we do entertainment. And I think it's going to be pretty much into people's homes more versus them getting out and being in large gatherings and that, which again is going to change the feel a little bit.
Thank you, Donald. Speaking of changes and challenges, one of the most powerful messages we heard this year came from Bishop James Dixon, pastor of the Community of Faith Church of Houston, Texas. He emphasized that the kingdom advances through adversity, but he also encourages us to hold on to the word of God.
Say up front, the kingdom is advancing even in adversity. I think it's important that we see that from a kingdom perspective. The kingdom advances in adversity. In fact, biblically and historically, the kingdom is always supernaturally advanced through adversity at the times that you expect it the least. The kingdom needed a Red Sea. The kingdom needed, David was king, he needed a Goliath, right? The Hebrew boys needed a fiery furnace. And God is somehow able to do amazing things through the kingdom at the time when we expected the least. And I'm saying to everybody who's in the kingdom, this is not the time to just simply hunker down and become cowardly and timid. This is the time to hear God and to move strategically and safely and yet intentionally and prophetically for the kingdom to make advancements. Because if the kingdom can advance now, then there's no doubt that we're different from the world, because the world right now is trying to figure out just how to survive. And the kingdom is saying, no, by the supernatural grace and power of God, we thrive. So I really want to speak that up front because this is not the time for fear. Fear paralyzes and faith mobilizes and strategizes. So we've been seeing God do some incredible things in the midst of this pandemic. And it's challenging, it's awkward. But Teresa, I mean, at the Community of Faith Church, and you've been our church, we have fed nearly 20,000 people in the last 2.5 months.
Wow.
We would not have done that. You know, we always feed people, but we would not have fed over 20,000 in the last 2.5 months. The kingdom advances. Since Easter, Resurrection Sunday, we've been back on television. And I've been praying about going back on TV every week for the last couple of years. But God opened the door. And Fox 26 Local offered me a 1-hour slot for Easter Sunday morning only. The Holy Spirit moved so powerfully that turned into an 8-week opportunity, and for 1 hour every Sunday morning, prime time. And then after that, God says, now go back on. And we've been back on TV now every Sunday since the early March. The kingdom keeps advancing through adversity. I want to just say that to God be the glory, because that's what the anointing does.
Culture of convenience. We do everything based on how convenient it is for me. We also become a culture that's comfortable with corruption. We're comfortable with corruption, which means that we promote criminals. We promote criminals. We celebrate corrupt people. Then we become complicit with carnality. So we see people being carnal and we're complicit. Out or afraid. And we're complicit. So when you start watching shows like, what's the Empire? And you see men kissing men, and that's your favorite show. What the hell? How, when do we get to a place that we can become complicit with carnality? And we are complicit because you say, but it's in my family. That doesn't make it right. My sins are sins no matter who committed it. The Bible is right even when the pastor is wrong.
BooksToLiveBy.com helps you publish your passion. If you've got a book in your head or heart, allow BooksToLiveBy.com to help you get it out and into the hands of the masses. Join other writers who have become published authors with Books to Live By. BooksToLiveBy.com offers publishing consultation as well as full ghostwriting services, professional and priced right with ministry in mind. Remember, ministry comes in different formats. Contact us today and allow us to help make your publishing dreams come true.
Impact, we're urban family, faith, lifestyle, entertainment, culture, collide, all here on Impact.
Your Impact Network has gone mobile. Now we'll be there wherever you are, whenever you need us. Our brand new app allows you to stream our complete lineup of preaching, ministry, and music 24/7. All of your favorite programs in the palm of your hand and just a click away. Impact's app features our content schedule for quick and easy searching and a Bible reading plan so you never miss daily devotions. We also have a brand new video on demand section so you can enjoy what you want exactly when you want. Regardless of your circumstance, the Impact Network will provide the ministry programs desired. Our goal is to have a positive impact on you and the lives of others. We also have an easy-to-use support button, allowing you to donate quickly, partnering with us as we preach the gospel around the world. Your Impact Network is now available in the App Store on all mobile platforms. Download it today and tell your friends. The Impact Network wants to connect with you, and the easiest way is through our new mobile-friendly website. Simply go to www.watchimpact.com, and a world of information and inspiration will be at your fingertips. Live streaming is always available on your desktop, plus take us with you anywhere. You'll be able to connect directly with any of the Impact programmers and get more information on concerts, crusades, church services, and more. If you are ever in need, we are there for you. We have a 24/7 prayer team ready to agree for any need. Also, access our blog site. In it, you'll find inspirational words and teaching from some of the most anointed voices today. Supporting your Impact Network is easier than ever. Just access the donate button, and you're only a few clicks away from changing someone's life forever. Thank you for your prayers and financial support. We are the Impact Network.
Welcome back. During the year of 2020, many families experienced food insecurity, but thankfully, thousands of churches and nonprofit organizations began increasing their efforts to supply those in need with food as well as other support. Atlanta Pastor Jamal Bryant and the New Birth Church of Lithonia have fed thousands upon thousands. In fact, during the Thanksgiving season, New Birth paid over $365,000 for people in need for their bills in the Atlanta community. Pastor Bryant is a cutting-edge leader with a keen ear for today's issues. One of those issues is a recent message from Pastor Paula White that went viral, in which Pastor Paula, who serves as an advisor to the White House Faith and Opportunity Initiative, began praying about victory and angels that would come from Africa, South America, and so on. Pastor Bryant countered with a message titled "The Problem with Paula's Prayers," which emphasized the biblical characteristics of angels as protectors assigned by God and as messengers and worshipers that do not have human ethnicity, but were created and are dispatched by God.
Where that misguided evangelist left off, I hear victory. I hear victory. I hear victory. I hear victory. Because you've been in this place long enough. And the going's been kind of tough. But I want you to know the struggle is over for you. Angels are not coming to help you cheat. Angels will not come to help you manipulate. Angels will not come to keep you oppressed. But angels are coming to answer your prayer. They're coming to meet your need. They're coming to exceed your expectation. I'm faithful unto God because I believe there's an angel with your name on it. And it's going to come while you sleep tonight. It's going to come while you rest today. Don't hurry, God. You just got to wait. The angel right now is fighting the spirits and principalities in your city, in your town, on your job, in your bloodline. God says, whatever territorial spirits wanted to block you from making progress, you about to lose your job. You getting ready to be misplaced, because if God be for you, who can be against you?
BooksToLiveBy.com helps you publish your passion. If you've got a book in your head or heart, allow BooksToLiveBy.com to help you get it out and into the hands of the masses. Join other writers who have become published authors with Books to Live By. BooksToLiveBy.com offers publishing consultation as well as full ghostwriting services, professional and priced right with ministry in mind. Remember, ministry comes in different formats. Contact us today and allow us to help make your publishing dreams.
The Impact Network wants to connect with you, and the easiest way is through our new mobile-friendly website. Simply go to www.watchimpact.com, and a world of information and inspiration will be at your fingertips. Live streaming is always available on your desktop, plus take us with you anywhere. You'll be able to connect directly with any of the Impact programmers and get more information on concerts, crusades, church services, and more. If you are ever in need, we are there for you. We have a 24/7 prayer team ready to agree for any need. Also, access our blog site. In it, you'll find inspirational words and teaching from some of the most anointed voices today. Supporting your Impact Network is easier than ever. Just access the donate button, and you're only a few clicks away from changing someone's life forever. Thank you for your prayers and financial support. We are the Impact Network. Your Impact Network has gone mobile. Now we'll be there wherever you are, whenever you need us. Our brand new app allows you to stream our complete lineup of preaching, ministry, and music 24/7. All of your favorite programs in the palm of your hand and just a click away. Impact's app features our content schedule for quick and easy searching and a Bible reading plan so you never miss daily devotions. We also have a brand new video on demand section so you can enjoy what you want exactly when you want. Regardless of your circumstance, the Impact Network will provide the ministry programs desired. Our goal is to have a positive impact on you and the lives of others. We also have an easy-to-use support button, allowing you to donate quickly, partnering with us as we preach the gospel around the world. Your Impact Network is now available in the App Store on all mobile platforms. Download it today and tell your friends.
Impact, where urban family, faith, lifestyle, entertainment, culture, collide. All here on Impact.
Welcome back to Higher Impact. I'm with the one and only Vashawn Mitchell. Welcome.
Hey, so glad to be here with you again, my friend.
Of course. And I understand that it's been a great year for you. You've been all over the world, literally, still in the midst of COVID.
You know, a little bit, not as much, just a little traveling to complete projects and staying safe, of course. But things are starting to open up a little bit, and I'm just grateful that, you know, I'm still being called. So it's not as bad as people think. I actually used COVID to do something that you'll be proud of me about. I went back to school, and
Wow.
yeah, I'm almost finished with my music business degree, and it's been some trying times. I got all A's, so I'm excited about that.
See, that's what happens when you can stay still, keep you still long enough, and you can do some great things.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So one of the great things that I hear is a new Christmas project.
Yeah.
It's your first project for a Christmas project, but what number is this in terms of overall records?
Oh, Dr. H, it's probably like 9 or 10. I actually stopped counting a little while ago, but I like to tell my story how I started a long time ago behind the scenes and started, coming to conferences like yours and giving out CDs, hoping somebody would call me back. But this is about 9 or 10 since then.
You've been serving a long time, and of course, when you give, God always promises to bless and to actually bless you back. So tell me about this project and when it's coming out, what the name of it is, why did you do it, all of that.
I sure will. Vashawn Mitchell, Home for Christmas, comes out everywhere December the 11th, but we put out a pre-release last week, and I think it's doing pretty well, so I'm excited about it. Last year, I decided to do a Christmas EP this year because I've never done one. So now I can kind of make my own rules a little bit, being on my own label and things of that sort. And then COVID hit, and I was like, I'm not gonna do it, but God got me. God said, do what I said do, and let me do the rest. And so for the last 6 to 8 months, I've been working on it behind the scenes and in my own little home studio, and doing whatever we can to kind of combat what was going on in the world. But it came together so great. Me and Shantae Moore did a song together that I hope the gospel people don't put me out, but it's just talking about being home with your family and friends and loved ones instead of being on the road so much. So it's a great project from beginning to end, upbeat praise and worship, choir music, and then a little something for the soul as well. So I want to inspire and encourage all generations that regardless of what we've seen this year, regardless of the pandemic that's going to go away because God is still in control, regardless of this crazy election and results and all that, is that God still came that we may have life and that more abundantly. And if we can stand on that piece, and the reason why Christmas is here, that is what it's all about. So we cannot forget Christmas this year at all.
Wow, what a powerful message. What is one of your favorite, or what is your most favorite song on the record?
It's called Everlasting Joy. And it's a song I wrote, we always sing joy to the world.
Yes.
Like I said, God came to bring life and that more abundantly. He didn't take it away. So it's everlasting. That joy should be with us forever. Even the down times and the up times and the shaking up times, we still have a joy that cannot be taken from us.
Well, we're going to listen to a little bit of your snippet of your project, and I wish you God's blessings on all that you're doing. Tell me, what is going on with Gospel Heritage? Are we going to have a Heritage Conference?
Thank you much. You know what? I know you're going to get me. Gospel Heritage is coming. We've been behind the scenes working on something. The virtual space has been kind of overwhelmed, but we are going to do something before the end of the year and lead us into 2022. So this year, we're going to do a couple of smaller events, one virtually, and then one in the summertime when things start to break up a little bit. We're talking with my good friend, Pastor John Paul, to do something in Daytona throughout the summer as things are dying down with the vaccine and when people are, feeling better to go out and be in public as well. And then next year, 2022, we want to do it really big and make sure that we make up for this year by everything that was going on. So that's what we're doing now, and it will be posted very soon. We've emailed those who are already on our email list. So if you're not on the email list, definitely email info@gospelheritage.org and get on the email list, because we're doing big things. Just a matter of having to readjust and shift them just a little bit, but it's coming.
Gospelheritage.org. Check it out, people, and make sure that you pick up your copy or download your copy, I guess these days, of the new Christmas project, Home with Vashawn Mitchell Home. And Home is in Chicago, Atlanta, DC. Where are you at now? You're all over the place. You don't know where to find you.
You know what? God has really blessed me. I am currently in Atlanta, but I will be relocating real soon. So I'll tell you about that later offline. But I'm still kind of doing the work God has called me to do. But, and until it's time to sit down and kind of chill, I'm just, being available and ready to do what God says do, and to, just live like he called us to, that abundant life that he called us to do.
Fantastic. God bless you. As we leave you tonight, I'm extremely thankful for the privilege of your time. Please take a few minutes to connect with me on social media at Dr. T. Hairston or on my website, teresahairston.com. And please come back next week and tell a friend about Higher Impact. And now, be blessed by the sounds of Vashawn Mitchell, Lift It Up.